What's up, guys? Welcome back to another interview at the Sui Basecamp Dubai. I'm Adele, the host. Today we have Robert from Native. How are you doing, Robert?
Wow, what an energy. That's a great intro. Hey, I'm a co-founder of Native. I'm super excited to be here because it's only 3 weeks ago we released our first testnet.
Yes.
And we are one of the key projects providing Bitcoin finance on Sui. This is a really, really big topic, and I will have a keynote later today.
Oh.
You should really come because, in my opinion, this is the most important game we should play, and we have to win it.
Amazing. Can you show the audience your logo behind you?
Oh, yeah, so that's Native.
That's your logo?
That's Native, and the community activation, we call it Believers.
Very cool.
Like crypto is all about attention, about building the mindshare. And what's the mindshare today? It's Bitcoin, right?
That's right. That's correct.
I was talking recently with one of the games over here, and they have some tokens that you can win. So you play and you win a token. And I'm telling them, yeah, you should just put the Bitcoin. If you go to the street and you tell, oh yes, you can win a token, whatever, right?
Yes.
Who will play with it?
Probably not many people.
If you tell them you will play, you can win Bitcoin there, it's like, oh, people
There's
know.
an incentive because they're in it for the money.
There's money that they realize that it's Bitcoin. They know the value.
Right.
So you actually get more attention, more traction.
Okay.
This is just an example. I mean, it's a game, right? But Bitcoin, getting an adoption for Bitcoin, this is what the mindshare is about. Everyone recognizes it.
Noted.
The market is still didn't settle how we will actually use Bitcoin. The Bitcoin has heavily adoption in centralized finance. Yes,
Correct,
if you
that's
see
true.
basically how the Bitcoin is utilized today, so either HODL or it's in a centralized finance. Yes, so through some custodian, like Wintermute, this kind of things, or exchanges. The exchanges, they give you, actually they can give you a good yield. Recently Coinbase, I think it was 3 days ago, they announced a yield product for Bitcoin between 5 to 8%, which is super, super cool.
That's really cool.
But all of it is Web 2.
I know.
What we are building Web 3.
Speaking of Web 2, we're also seeing institutions, traditional institutions like BlackRock also getting into the space. And now, let's say if MicroStrategy decides to buy up all the Bitcoin, what happens to us? Because he's buying without a leash. Does that concern you at all?
No, it doesn't concern me. Actually, I'm happy about it because first of all, they will never be able to buy all of it.
Why?
Because it's getting more and more expensive. They don't have that capital, and
BlackRock have the capital.
Yes, but Bitcoin. That's also something interesting. Yes, in terms of the distribution, Bitcoin is one of the most distributed capital in the world.
Sure.
Right. It's very concentrated in a.
But BlackRock can dump any time.
Not really.
Why not?
No, this is not how the big funds are organized. The VCs, because they're in these rapid cycles. Yes. So you deploy capital and then you exit in 2-3 years, sometimes in a year, right? The big funds, who has a lot of capital, they work in a different cycle, in a different speed.
But I'm saying, technically speaking, the ones who have all the money in the world, who are able to buy up all the Bitcoin in the world, can technically do that and essentially control Bitcoin. Because they own the majority share.
Yeah, but they will never do it.
They will never do it.
Because the mindshare of people,
yes.
A lot of people hold it. You have whales, we have miners, we have people like me, like you, like anyone else. Yes, that will use their Bitcoin as security or pension fund. Yes, would you prefer to buy a Bitcoin, invest in Bitcoin for your retirement, or I don't know, some fund that will give you 5% yield later in the future?
Of course, I would prefer Bitcoin because I believe in taking control of my own money.
Exactly. So this is the mindset of Bitcoin.
The only thing
this is what everyone is doing it.
The only thing inescapable is that the BlackRocks of the world are still able to control of it and dump any time. You're saying they won't, but they can.
True, they can, but they will never be able to control it. They will dump because there is a lot of buy pressure. But this is also now. I mean, I was working in traditional banking in Switzerland, in the second biggest private banking in the world.
Yeah.
The way how it operates is different. Again, the reason traditional finance is adopting Bitcoin is I mean, few reasons. One, yes, there is a lot of volume, lot of acceptation, a lot of adoption.
Yeah.
So you can really, get into these money cycles. There's always someone who will buy it. It's same like
I'm
with
sure.
gold.
I'm sure.
You have a lot
There will
of,
always be a market for Bitcoin, that's for sure.
and that's the thesis. Why institutional capital is adopting Bitcoin.
They also want a piece of the pie. They want to also diversify
They want a
their
piece on the
income.
pie, but it's not about like pump and dump. It's
Yeah.
not anymore like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's too big, right? Like pump and dump, you can. No, I don't want to shit talk about like any other token here.
I know what you mean.
But the pump and dump strategy, it's actually what moves away like the big institutions,
Let's see.
because this is too much risk on them.
Yeah.
It's not only about the risk, but also about the reputation.
Let's see for the future. We're at hovering around almost 100K. Bitcoin is showing great resilience. Let's be hopeful for the future where this takes us.
So Bitcoin is still volatile, yes, but again, this is the asset that actually has the potential,
Yeah.
secure potential, and
100%.
people who buy Bitcoin, they don't want to sell it next month.
No, they
will
want to hold it.
Yes, a
They're
year,
here for
2
long
years,
term.
5 years, 10 years for retirement, right?
Yes.
Or a portion of it. So that's the case.
Brilliant,
And
brilliant.
that's our mission, to provide the stable protocol how everyone here can access Bitcoin on Sui, going multi-chain, without compromising on security and efficiency or decentralization.
For those watching, if they want to find out more information about Native, where can they go?
I think the best place is our website. So that's also our hashtag, Go Native.
Okay.
So Go Native Bitcoin, right?
Right.
So our website is gonative.cc. Twitter is same thing, x.com/gonativecc.
Okay.
And follow us.
Yes.
The game is big, the prize is big.
Okay.
We win together.
Let's make it to the moon.
Let's make it to the moon.
Brilliant.
Sui with Bitcoin will go to the moon.
It will.
Sui without Bitcoin, I'm not sure. But Sui with Bitcoin, I'm 100% sure.
I'm optimistic about the future. Thanks so much for your time, Robert. I appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching. Hope
Oh,
you
you
found
have a
this insightful.
Bitcoin ring here.
I do indeed. I do. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you found this insightful. We'll leave all the links in the description so you can check out Robert's profile as well as Native. Thank you again. I'm Adele, the host, and I will see you next time. Cheers.
Web3.tv